Hello everyone, and welcome to the Seattle Seahawks Collaboration with myself and Lisa from Diamond and Stitches. Stay tuned. Howdy everyone, and again welcome to the Seattle Seahawks Collaboration with Lisa from Diamond and Stitches. So guys, look how much I have left. I don't have a whole lot left, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I don't run out of drills. There are a few drills that I'm kind of getting a little nervous about, but most of this, like right in here and down in here, are 310s, and I have tons of those left. So it's just getting through all of this part. And again, as I said, I'm hoping I don't run out of drills. I'm getting really close though with a few of them, but we'll see. So if you're new to the channel, a big welcome. And just to let you know what's going on, this is a collaboration with myself and Lisa from Diamond and Stitches. I reached out to Lisa a while ago and noticed that she was a big Seahawks fan, as well as I am. And I noticed that she had a couple of Seahawks paintings. So I had ordered this custom from Evermoment, and I reached out to Lisa and asked her if she would be interested in doing a collaboration with me and doing these paintings. And Lisa was gracious enough to say yes. And so we have been doing some collaborations, asking get to know tags, also doing some would you rather tags, and also we did a Halloween tag as well as a fall and autumn tag. So tonight we're doing 20 questions again to honor Halloween. These are Halloween would you rather tag questions, and yeah, I'm really excited to do this with Lisa. I am so honored that she agreed to do this. And again, if you haven't checked out Lisa's channel, I will have it linked down below in the description. Check her out, guys. You won't be disappointed. She is hilarious, very sweet person, and I'm honored to have the chance to get to know her better. So let's go ahead and get set up for the questions. And I'm going to actually take my glasses off and put my magnifiers on. So before we get started, everyone, why don't you go ahead and grab your whips. And if there's something that you want to drink, like a cup of coffee, you know, a tea, a margarita, a martini, whatever you guys decide you want to drink, grab that as well. And let's get started with the 20 Halloween would you rather tag questions. So let's go ahead and start with question 1. Walk through a graveyard at midnight or spend the night in a spooky abandoned house. Neither one sound very promising, do they? So if we were to rationalize this, let's think for a second. Walking through a graveyard at night. Now you can walk pretty fast. For me, my type of walking is aerobic walking. It's just under running. So if I were to do that, I could probably get through that graveyard quickly. Or spend the night in a haunted abandoned house all night. I'll take the graveyard. Thank you. I don't want to spend the night in a haunted house. No. So I will take the graveyard. Just walk really fast. Okay, so, oh, wow. This is all I have left of 4, number 4, and I don't think you can see that. That's all I have left of the number 4. So I'm really hoping I don't run out. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's get back to those questions. Oh, there it is. It's like, where's my pen? So question number 2, dunking for apples or carving a jack-o'-lantern. Well, I'm not a huge fan of the dunking for apples. I have tried it. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't like my face in water, which is odd considering I used to swim, or used to compete in swimming in high school. But as I got older, I just don't like my face in the water, and I don't know why that is. So dunking for apples just doesn't. So as much as I will butcher the jack-o'-lantern because I'm not good at carving those, I would do that rather than dunk for apples. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and change another color and ask another question. So there's 4, let's go to 2. And question 3, be allowed to eat as much Halloween candy as you want for a week, but then have what is left over taken away, or be allowed to eat only one piece of candy a day, but never have it taken away from you. What number is this? This is 2. Okay. Well, this is scary. Okay, so I'm going to tell you up front, I love candy. I think whoever invented candy is the cat's meow. But it makes me sick to my stomach if I eat too much of it. So I would have to say I would rather eat one piece of candy a day versus having a ton of candy in one sitting. So yeah, one piece of candy per day. So question 4, meet a vampire or meet a werewolf? Well, neither one of them sound too promising to me, but if I had to choose, I would probably say a vampire. And I'm not sure why, but there's something about vampires I find mystical. I don't know if that makes any sense. But yeah, I really do like vampires. Werewolves to me are, well, vampires are not any more predictable than werewolves, but I really wouldn't want to meet one. No, I would probably run away as fast as I could, and yeah, they would catch up with me because I can't run very fast. So let's go to the next question. Question 5, be a vampire or be a werewolf? I would have to say I would rather be a vampire. Vampires can fly. Now, werewolves can run really fast, but vampires can fly. So definitely would want to be a vampire. So question 6, read a spooky story or see a spooky movie? Well, if you guys have seen my other videos, I do like to watch spooky movies, and I do love to read spooky books. Now, spooky as in I like to read Stephen King, and I like to see his movies. I'm not much into the gore guts stuff like Friday the 13th or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm not into those types. To me, that's just gory, icky stuff. But I like the original Halloween that has Jamie Lee Curtis in it. I love the original It that had John Ritter, and there's a lot of big name actors in that movie. So those are the type of movies I like. I really do like the suspense thriller movies. They leave a lot to your imagination. And honestly, what makes a movie scary is the music they use. So if it's a really spooky or haunting type of music, it really kind of gets you thinking, okay, what's lurking around the corner? So yeah, I think the music is what makes it really scary. So we're going to change colors here. Let's see, that was number 2. Oh no, I missed one. Now, does any of you do that where you think you had them all done? You scanned the entire section that you're working for or working on, and then you start putting it all away. You put the lid on, and you notice you missed one. I do that all the time, and it just drives me crazy. Anyway, we're going to do the peas next and ask the next question. Okay, so question 7. Have a costume that is really amazing but also very uncomfortable, or have a costume that is not anything that special but is comfortable. Honestly, I would love the amazing costume regardless if it's not comfortable or not, because that's what Halloween is about. You're not looking for comfort, you're looking for amazing. That it's that one day that you can dress up as anything that you want. So if you're looking for comfort, I don't think you're going to get it. But then again, it depends on what you're going to be wearing. For me, I could care less if it's comfortable or not. I'm only going to be wearing it for a couple hours, so not a huge issue. Okay, so we're going to put that one there. All right, so let's go to the next question. Question 8, have a homemade costume or have a store-bought costume? I would do the store-bought costume. There is no way. I am not a sewer. I don't sew. I can't even patch a hole, guys. So it would have to be a store-bought costume. Hands down. There's just no way I could do it. So let's go to the next question. Question 9. Get 20 of your favorite treats on Halloween, or get 50 treats that are not your favorite on Halloween. I would rather have the 20 pieces that I like versus 50 pieces I'm not going to eat. I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose, isn't it? So definitely the 20 pieces, and I would be happy with that. Actually, I really don't need any because I'm on a diet, but just saying. All right, so let's go to the next question. Question 10. Go trick-or-treating with a group of friends, or get paid $20 to take a little kid trick-or-treating. Now, first of all, I'm too old for trick-or-treating, but if I was that age and somebody approached me and asked me to take a small child trick-or-treating and offered me cash, oh heck, hands down, I'd take that. Yep, I have no problems taking that at all. If you're at the point where you're teenagers and you're trick-or-treating, to me, I don't find that appropriate, but that's just me. The reason why I say that is because trick-or-treating is, that's for little kids. That's for kids that are under the age of 12. Or I would say, 12 and under. When you're 13 and up, really, do you really have to go trick-or-treating? I just think that's for little kids. So, nothing against kids that do go trick-or-treating at that age, but I just honestly believe that's for, for the little ones. And it's always fun to see what they're dressed up as. So, whereas the older kids, they could go to a party, have a party at the house, or, have a get-together with your friends and do something, with music and stuff like that. But trick-or-treating, I don't know. I just think after a certain age, they shouldn't be out there trick-or-treating. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Question 11. Go to a really great Halloween party where you didn't know anyone, or go to a kind of lame Halloween party where you knew everyone there. Honestly, this has happened before. My sister decided that she wanted to go to a Halloween party, and my mother's basically told her that if she goes, she had to take me. And of course, she wasn't really happy about that, but she went ahead and took me. I had the biggest time of my life. I knew nobody there, but I had a great time, and I also had made quite a few friends. So, personally myself, if you have the opportunity to go to a party and only know one or two people, go, because you never know, you might find some really super great people. So don't hold yourself back. So let's go to the next question. We are now on question 12. Win a contest for having the best costume, or win a contest for making the best jack-o'-lantern. Well, I already told you guys, I'm not good at carving pumpkins. I'm not good at it. So I would have to just make sure that I rent the biggest, baddest, amazing costume so I can win that prize. But that would be what I would do, is I would get involved in the costume contest versus there is no way in heck that anyone would pick my jack-o'-lantern. Believe me, no way, no way. Okay, let's go to the next question. Question 13. Have to sleep in a coffin or have to live in a giant pumpkin? Oh, hands down, giant pumpkin. There's no way in heck, no way anyone is going to get me in a coffin. Nope. There is absolutely no way that is going to happen. So definitely we'll have to live in a giant pumpkin. I can't imagine anyone choosing a coffin. I'm claustrophobic. There is just absolutely no way. Anyway, let's go to the next question. Question 14. Have to eat 6 fish eyeballs. Oh, gross. I'm almost afraid to even find out the other part. Or have to eat a small frog. Oh, it's just the thought of it's making my stomach turn. Neither. I don't want to eat any of that. And the odd thing is, I know that fish eyes are considered a delicacy in some countries, and I mean, I can't imagine anyone wanting to eat that. Ew. And a frog doesn't sound any more appetizing. Ew. And I know that's also a bit of a delicacy for some people. Honestly, I'm just going to say neither. I'll starve. I can't eat either one of them. No. Ugh. That is just disgusting. Okay, so question 15. Have to wear your Halloween costume every day until Thanksgiving, or have to wear a jack-o'-lantern over your head for the first 3 days of November. Now, honestly, I think these questions were designed for smaller children, but so I left out part of that question. But if I were to answer it, I would say my employer would not appreciate me wearing a jack-o'-lantern for 3 days. I'm sure that they wouldn't like the costume either, but as long as the costume was, tasteful and, I acted appropriately, I don't think they would mind too much the costume. But I think they would mind a little bit about the jack-o'-lantern, so I'll say the costume. Okay, so let's go to the next question. 16. Help to design and make a haunted house, or go to a haunted house that someone else created. I would go to a haunted house that somebody else created. I love going to haunted houses, and I find it really fun. Now, not to say that I don't get spooked out, because I do. I get spooked out. I've screamed. I have literally jumped out of my skin, but I enjoy it. So, and I've got a story to tell you guys. This is kind of funny. Now, I had mentioned in my other video, I believe it was last week, that there was a haunted house, and it's not really a haunted house, but there's this mansion that's in the Auburn Valley, and every year they would turn it into a haunted house. Now, whoever created that haunted house, I'm telling you, they did an awesome job. Usually when you go to this haunted house, there's quite a bit of a wait. I think the longest we ever had to wait was an hour to get in. Now, I don't know for sure if this mansion is turned into a haunted house anymore, but because I'm talking about the late 80s and early 90s. But when we would go, it was interesting. It was a long wait. It took about 35-40 minutes to get through the house, and oh yeah, I'm telling you, it was definitely scary. And if you don't have the stomach for scary or haunted houses, this would not be the place for you. Anyway, the story is, me and 3 friends decided that we were going to go to the haunted house, and there was I believe 3 or 4 guys in front of us in line. Hold on here, there we go. Oops, still didn't get them all out. Okay, there we go. And as we were standing in line, the guys that were in front of us, they were acting cool. They're like, oh yeah, this is no big deal. It's not that scary. Everyone keeps saying it was scary, but, it's probably not that scary. No big deal, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is going to be interesting. Now, I have not gone through the house that year yet, but one of my friends did, and she said it was really scary. She said, be careful because people walk behind you. You don't see them, but you can feel that they're close, and they start touching you, and you turn around and there's nothing there. It's really weird, but she warned me about everything, so that way, I could be a little bit somewhat prepared for these people doing that. Anyway, these guys, they kept talking about it. Oh, it's going to be fun. It's not going to be that scary. Everybody says it's not that scary, So we were just kind of listening to them. Now, they took us in groups. So I think it was groups of 10 that would go in the house, and then they would start on that a specific section of the house, and then they kept doing it that way. So every group of 10, and I think it would start First group would go, and then 10 minutes later another group of 10 would go, and then 10 minutes later another group of 10 go. So it's kind of, you kind of keep this even flow going. So these guys were actually in our group, and as we were going upstairs, because it's a two-story mansion, one of the guys literally just started screaming, and I couldn't figure out what he was screaming about. So, again, it's really dark in there, so you really don't see anything, but this guy literally was screaming. I'm like, what the heck? So we actually are now on the second floor, and same guys, we get to this one point of the house, and you're kind of stuck. So you're not sure. You have to decide which way you're going to turn, right? And these guys just kind of stood there for a bit, and it felt like somebody just went like that to my shoulder, just kind of rubbed it a little bit. And I didn't scream, but I kind of lurched forward, and I thought, ooh, okay, that was weird. And the next thing is, the guys in front of us were just screaming. I don't think I've ever heard guys scream so loud and in such a high pitch. I was laughing the entire time. And basically what was happening is they were being approached, and they were getting touched, and they couldn't see the person that was doing it. And then as we were going downstairs, we had to go through this section of the house that had a lot of cobwebs in it. And this one, I overheard him say, this one guy, he's like, oh, I can't stand spiders. And his friend's like, oh, stop being a wuss, just get in there, it's no big deal, it's not real, blah, blah. So he gets his friend to start going in there, and this big, gigantic, hairy spider comes out of nowhere. From the ceiling, mind you, so it kind of drops down in front of you. I swore that guy pooped his pants. I mean, he literally jumped up in the air, legs going as fast as he could, but couldn't move. I mean, he was just literally just, it just was hilarious. Anyway, by the time we got out of there, I kind of walked by, and the two of the four were there talking, and I don't know what happened to the other two, but the one that was, screaming and was trying to get away from the big hairy spider, he told his friend, he goes, don't you ever take me to this place again. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was good. It was fun, though. We had a great time. So, but again, that particular place I've never forgotten, because it is just one of those places that if you don't have the stomach to do haunted houses, definitely not the place to go to, because they will scare the bejeebers out of you. Okay, so I got that. So next question. Okay, 17. Be chased by 5 zombies or be chased by 1 werewolf. Does any of you guys watch The Walking Dead? Because if you do, you'll understand this. If I had to choose between 5 zombies and a werewolf, I will choose the 5 zombies. The reason for that is, if you watch The Walking Dead, zombies don't run. They just kind of walk towards you and moan, and all I have to do is run, and I don't have to worry about them. Now, a werewolf, you better be pretty fast, because there is absolutely no way you are going to outrun that werewolf. So, yeah, I'll take my chances with the zombies. Definitely. So, question 18. Trick-or-treating in a neighborhood or trick-or-treating in a mall? Now, if I were trick-or-treating age, I would say in today's world, I would definitely say the mall. You are safer there. You don't have to worry about tainted candy or objects being shoved in candy. Definitely would say the mall. But when I was growing up, we always went through the neighborhood, and my mother would always give us bags of our mother would give us pillowcases as our trick-or-treat bags, and we would come back to the house. That pillowcase would be just plumb full of candy. Now, as soon as we were finished trick-or-treating, we had to hand the bag over to my mother or my father, and they would spend at least, I would say, a good hour going through all the candy. They would look to see if anything was tampered with, and they would get rid of things like fruit or stuff that was opened, and then they would give us the candy. But yeah, even when I was trick-or-treating as a young kid, and that was years and years and years ago, my parents always went through the candy or anything that we got for Halloween. But we had a really good time. So, next question. 19. Eat all of your Halloween candy or trade your Halloween candy for $10. Now, I mean, come on. Really? I would never trade my Halloween candy. $10 just isn't enough in today's world. But no, seriously, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't trade my candy. Not for $10. $50 maybe, but not 10. Okay, next question. So this is the last question, everyone. Question 20. Dress up as the devil or dress up as an angel? You know what? I would have to say I would like to dress up as the devil. I think that would be fun. The colors are great. There are so many different varieties of devil costumes out there. So yeah, I would love to do that. So definitely would dress up as the devil. Oops. Trying to shove that in the wrong way. There we go. So again, everyone, that was the last question out of the 20 questions that we are going to be asking. I hope you enjoyed those questions. And you know what? Honestly, guys, if you can answer some of those questions, leave them down below in the comments. I love to read your guys' comments. So by saying that, we're going to go ahead and end the video. This is going to be a really long week for me. This is year end for our company. So unfortunately, I won't be able to enjoy Halloween as I would love to see the little kids coming to the door. You know, just, they're so cute. But yeah, unfortunately, I have to work, and it'll probably be, I would say between a 12 and a 14-hour day for me. So I'm not looking forward to it, but sounds like my husband will be here this year. Usually he does work night shift on Halloween, but today I found out that he was actually going to be working the early shift, so he will be home and he gets to check out all the little trick-or-treaters. So everyone, I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera and we'll be right back. I hope you enjoyed the video tonight and the rather odd 20 Would You Rather Halloween questions. So by saying that, everyone, we're going to go ahead and end this video. If you like the video, give it that thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you didn't like the video, I'm totally okay with that. But if you can let me know down below in the comments what you didn't like about the video, that way it helps me improve my videos in the future. Also, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see and you like what you heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you join the family. Also, don't forget to hit the bell. The bell will indicate when I've uploaded my next video. So, by saying that, if this is morning for you, have a very pleasant morning. If this is afternoon for you, have an excellent rest of your afternoon. And if this is evening for you, have a very relaxing evening. Again, my name's Janae, and thank you for joining me tonight on the review with the Seattle Seahawks Collaboration with Lisa and Diamond in Stitches. Again, thank you all, and we'll talk again real soon.